The Art of Reinvention. Have you ever looked at your own life and realized you no longer fit into it? It's not that things are necessarily terrible, it's just that the person you used to be built in a world that the person you are today has outgrown. Reinventing yourself sounds romantic, but let's be honest, it is terrifying. It means letting go of the familiar comfort of your past to step into a future that isn't written yet. Today, I want to share a story about what it actually takes to rebuild your life when the old version just doesn't work anymore. If you are ready for a change but don't know where to start, you are at the right place. Welcome back to the channel. Ethan spent 15 years climbing a corporate ladder he didn't even care about. He was a senior corporate strategist, a title that sounded impressive at family dinners but felt entirely hollow to him. His life was an endless loop of fluorescent lighting, spreadsheets, and meetings about meetings. He had optimized his life for stability, wealth, and social approval. Yet, every morning, as he tied his tie, a quiet, persistent whisper in his mind asked, "Is this all you are ever going to do?" The catalyst for change didn't come from the dramatic crisis. It came from a moment of sudden clarity. On his 35th birthday, looking at a spreadsheet of corporate projection, Ethan realized he was projecting his own life and it looked completely stagnant. The fear of staying the same finally became greater than the fear of change. He decided to resign. The initial reaction of the world was a mixture of shock and quiet judgment. Friends asked if he was having a crisis. His family questioned his financial sanity. When the dust settled, Ethan faced the hardest part of reinvention, the void. Without his corporate title, his daily routine, and his steady paycheck, his identity evaporated. He felt anonymous, exposed, and deeply uncomfortable. He tried to jump immediately into starting a new consultant business, but his heart wasn't in it. He was trying to use his old blueprint to build a new life, and a piece didn't fit. Realizing he needed a clean break, Ethan took a job volunteering at a local community carpentry shop. He knew nothing about woodwork, but he needed to do something tangible. On his first week, he watched the head carpenter, a quiet woman named Maya, take a heavy, weathered wooden beam from an old demolished barn. Instead of trying to use it as a beam, she spent days planning the wood, sanding away the rot, and cutting it into a fine planks. Eventually, she transformed the old structural beam into a beautiful, sleek dining table. "I thought you were just going to patch up the beam," Ethan remarked one afternoon. Maya smiled, wiping sawdust from her apron. "You can't force an old piece of the wood to do its old job forever, Ethan. Sometimes it has to be completely dismantled, stripped down to its core grain, and reimagined into something entirely different. The wood isn't dead, it's just ready for its second architecture." The phrase second architecture unlocked something inside Ethan. He realized his mistake. He had been trying to fix his old life instead of dismantling it to find his core grain. He spent the next year stripped of his ego, learning to listen to what actually brought him alive. He discovered a passion for teaching, a love for working with his hands, and a deep interest in sustainable design. He didn't become a carpenter, but he used his strategic corporate skills to launch a non-profit that transformed vacant urban lots into community gardens and maker space. Ethan didn't erase his past 15 years, he repurposed them. He was no longer the man in the sleek suit hiding behind a corporate title. He was a designer of a communities, a builder of space, and a man who had successfully learned the art of self reinvention. Reinventing yourself doesn't mean you have to erase your past. It means you take the raw material of everything you have been through, strip away what no longer serves you, and redesign your future. You are allowed to outgrow your old dream. You are allowed to change your mind. Your second architecture is waiting for you to draw the blueprint. Thank you so much for watching today. If you are in the middle of your own reinventing story, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear about your journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with anyone who needed a reminder that it's never too late to start over. Until next time, keep building.